Will northern schools be forgotten when students flock to the land of cotton? They can study without friction south of the Mason-Dixon. Students are rejecting elite colleges in favor of southern schools, where teeth and shoes are optional. No, it's not true. No, it's part of a nationwide enrollment trend impacted by anti-Israel campus protests at top-tier universities. That's right, schools that years ago discriminated against Jews now discriminate against Asians and Jews. Places like Columbia and Yale have seen violent demonstrations and even arrests as mobs of students take to the streets professing anti-Semitism. For Jewish students, the fervor unfolding in formerly prestigious institutions is enough reason to look elsewhere, not just for education, but for their own safety. Take Scott Katz, a student at North Carolina's Elon University. As he explained in a recent interview, the madness hasn't reached schools down south, saying, quote, "Even if I could have gotten into Harvard, I wouldn't have gone. I definitely feel very safe on campus regarding my religion." You heard that right. The South is now the land of tolerance, common sense, too. But progressive policies are also pushing students away. Everything from harsh lockdowns, restrictions on free speech, and obsession with gender and race are finally bearing the rotten fruit of their sordid labor. Chicago native Bethel Miles, now a student at Southern Miss, said, quote, "Since day one, my classmates have made me feel welcome. Other than the accents and their cowboy boots, that was wild to me, man. They wear cowboy boots everywhere. It was like I'd found my second home." Which is kind of ironic, because if anyone should be wearing boots, it's an Ivy League school. I mean, where else are you going to find that deep? Wow. Mackie, did you put that word in my script so I had to say it on camera?
I don't curse when I host, Tom.
Classic Joe Vito right there. DeVito strikes again.
Joe, what do you think of this? People going to school down south to avoid all this politically correct stuff up north?
Well, there was just a protest at UT Austin today, but they did deal with the civil disobedience. I'll say this, the protest in the north might actually make schools seem a little more attractive up there to me, because I remember at the end of the term, I'm like worried about studying for finals or writing that term paper, not like going camping indefinitely until they pretend to arrest you. It's just all they need is for one university president to do the right thing and say you can't take over portions of the school and falsely imprison and assault people, and the rest of the presidents will then plagiarize it.
Yeah. Guy, you're kind of an Ivy League type of guy. Do you think it's much worse in these elite schools?
I'm a Big Ten guy. I went to Northwestern, which is like the nerd school. Go Cats, go Cats. They've been awful on this issue, unfortunately, so it's sort of on brand, on trend. There was an analysis of, like, by sports conference, how many of the schools are under investigation for anti-Semitism. The Ivy League had more than half. The Big Ten had quite a few. The SEC in the Southeast had 0 of those 16 schools. So there's something to be said there. And here's one thing, and this is like a very, I think, sort of superficial point, because it's a very serious problem. But part of college, of course, learning is paramount, but it's supposed to be fun, too. And nothing about this stuff is fun on these campuses. It is exhausting.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's bigotry on parade. And for my money, it's a lot less money to go to some of these schools down south. First of all, it seems like if you're going to be a huge group of people gathered together screaming something on a lawn, one side is doing it against the Jews and in favor of terrorists, and other schools are doing it because they've stormed the field after a football win. That's the one I want to be at, and I think most Americans agree with me.
Yeah. Kat, you're in a new documentary about Hillsdale College, are you not? Yes.
Yes.
How was your experience at that school? I am assuming a school like Hillsdale, a great reputation, didn't have this kind of nonsense there.
This was definitely not happening there.
Yeah.
Also, what was happening there is I had a full tuition scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah, for academics and journalism. But no.
She was expecting applause and
no, I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not.
On me, 'cause
No.
like, what's your qualification, Iris? I beat people up, pretend.
No, I did not. I'm actually making a point, which is I'm using that to make a point, which is that Ivy League schools, on the other hand, I got into one, right? And I couldn't afford to go, so I didn't go. They're also extremely expensive. And really, the only reason you go to, for example, Columbia, is to then say, I went to Columbia. And then everyone would say, wow. But now you could say that, and people might say, wow, in like a different way.
Yeah.
It was this heralded association to have, but now it's controversial to have. So the one thing that really was a value, maybe some of the connections, but really was the brand of these universities. I went to an Ivy League school. When you don't have that, a lot of people would say, why would you spend all that money?
Yep.
When you could get a scholarship maybe somewhere else or go somewhere else that is not that expensive.
Yeah. So, Tyrus, is the sheen gone from these elite universities?
Listen, I live in the South, and it's nice to be finally recognized for being tolerant, and we're inviting. We want all these smart brains coming to our colleges and institutions. We don't care if you're black, white, your sexual orientation, whatever. You are welcome, and that's how it works down there. The only thing we issue is just no Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Keep the Dutch out. Other than that, we're good. And I don't stand for racial intolerance, but there's a hyphen, the Dutch. So just keep them out. And I have my reasons. And
What is happening?
It just goes back to the point. You had a chance to go to Ivy League school. I threw people over the rope. We're in the same chair. That's America. That's beautiful. But the sadness of it, and I had to make a joke because there's really no joking in this. You go into a higher level of learning, and you're with troglodytes. That is crazy. Yeah, that's a big word. Look it up. But they're not just scared to go to school. These kids are chanting, I am Hamas. And they're not just kids. The recent group that was arrested was like 25, 28. These aren't 21-year-old, 20-year impressionable children who are marching. These are grown adults who are screaming, I am Hamas, which means, and then the media tries to soften it, pro-Hamas. No, you're Hamas. If you say I'm Hamas, then you're Hamas. So we have terrorists in this country protesting at our schools, and we're doing nothing about it. Because right now, if Lord forbid, Joe, you're not Dutch, right? So
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Right. If the three of you decided to be Nazis and stand outside the Fox building, how long before you think you'd be fired and never act back? The moment you wouldn't even get the Nazi out. You get the nut, they'd be like, done.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they keep saying pro this. No, they say, if I say I'm Hamas, that means I'm claiming everything that Hamas does. I'm literally in broad daylight saying I am a terrorist. What you going to do about it, America? And get them out of our campuses. They should be arrested and charges pressed.
Coming up.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.